Welcome to the Mischief. I'm Valen, and this is Magical Mischief Tour. Once again, I've got a full agenda on today's to-do list, and we're going to be starting here in the library. Or at least what I'm calling the library. I mean, I realize it's just like this little tiny room with some vines and books, but regardless, it's got the Soul Enchanter here, which is, I think, going to be making, once again, several mods very overpowered, and I'm absolutely loving this. But we're going to be jumping into tomes. If you don't know what tomes is about, you basically will need a few starting ingredients, and that's going to be one of these hearts here. Ancient hearts drop from zombies mostly. Sweet hearts, I think, drop from like witches or the like, and beating hearts, the green ones here, I think they drop from illagers or villagers. So yeah, you can see that I've had a few drops of some of these. I'm not going to need nearly as many of these as it looks here. Probably only going to need one of each, but I don't have to have any. As you can see, though, it's very common to get something more along the lines of a zombie one as it is compared to some of the others. But that aside, let's grab my storage accessor here and use the Ancient Heart in some kind of recipe. Now, I have been getting bottles enchanting from villager trades when I was trying to get a bunch of different resources. So I do have a stash of those in my inventory. I also should have everything. I don't know that I have a clock. I guess we'll find out. Oh, I do have a clock. All right. Well, Archaic Tome, get. And then the Sweetheart, that requires Phantom Membrane. I know I've got those. Wither Skeleton Skulls, yeah, definitely got those from the Castle in the Sky. So I have a Cursed Tome. And then the last one, a Beating Heart. That requires Gas Tears. Now, if I hadn't found a stack of those in Castle of the Sky, I think I might have only had one. But I should have everything else without a problem. And that took a Dark Oak Sapling. I don't mind that at all. I now have those. And I'm just going to put these back in the system. So you can see I've got these different enchanted books. And you can see we've got Cursed Spells and Self-Propulsion, Rotten Heart, and just all sorts of really weird and interesting stuff. Well, the idea is that I should have... Gosh, I've got so many of these now because I'm running around with the Reaper Scythe. I should be able to enchant this. I don't have many levels, though. But look, Force of Wind, Self-Propulsion, Force of Wind. I think what I'm going to do is grab this, sneak right-click, and then we'll try this with that in there. Okay, so I don't think it makes a difference because I don't see any dots after these. So I think it's just going to be that one item. I'm going to take a look to see if there's any others. Mindbender, Rotten Heart. If you want to know what these do, like if you look up the enchantment of it, like this one here says Mindbender. You can look it up in JEI, and it'll tell you shift for more information, and then it will tell you when used on a mob with 10 or less hearts, it will pacify it and cause it to follow the player. So it's kind of making it your minion. Which sounds really fun. All right, and then Nocturnal, Rotten Heart, and things like that. So we've got Mindbender on there. But you look here, we've got Nocturnal. And having Nocturnal already, let's see. There we go. Cursed Spell, passive. During the night, the player receives night vision, speed, and strength. And I don't see how that's actually cursed in my mind. That seems like a pretty good one to me. But then there's also Rotten Heart as well. And I don't... Yeah, I do have that one. Spiders, creepers, zombies, and skeletons are passive to the player, but the player's healing is reduced, which actually isn't that bad. I have passive healing thanks to my level ups, so I don't know how it would affect that, but either way, I mean, these are cursed spells, but then there's other ones as well. And I don't know that this one would actually work with each of these, and each one of these tomes, I should specify, will... have different abilities to be enchanted. Like if you look up Living Tome, you'll see that it can be enchanted with reactive. Everything can be enchanted with reactive. That's just part of Ars Nouveau. But an Unbreaking, then Curse of Vanishing, and then you get into some of the good stuff like Living Spell, passive. Okay. And then we've got this, Beast Tamer and Forest Affinity, Life Bringer, and Molding Lands, etc. We've got all sorts of them, but these ones only work with the Living Tome. So each one of these books can only be enchanted with specific stuff. So in this case, we've got two of them, Coven's Rule. All right, well, let's get a little bit more of a level here, then I can toss it back in. And I'm just going to keep doing this until I can get as many on there as I can. Now, if you look here, it has 4 different things on there. And I look up the Cursed Tome, and when I start getting into the interesting stuff, like Coven's Rule, then we've got Dark Age, Ghostly Steed, Mindbender, Nocturnal, Rotten Heart, and Withering Stench. So you notice that there's a lot more than I could normally enchant on this book. I was hoping that the Soul Enchanter would override that and allow me to do more, but it's not. So that's fine. I don't mind. What this does allow me to do, though, because I could then make more Cursed Tomes and try re-enchanting and get something else with different ones. If you put this in a regular enchanting table with like 30 levels, or, well, up to 30 levels, the more levels you have, up to 30, you can get more spells on your book. Otherwise, if you just enchant it with a level 1 or something, you'll probably only get like 1 or 2, and it'll be like some of the less obtrusive stuff. So I'm just going to be kind of looking at the different spells here, seeing which ones I want, and enchanting these books, and we'll give them a go. Okay, and I am now under a new passive effect from the Cursed Tome that I'm currently using. Now I wonder if I take this off here, if it'll work still. No, it looks like it ends up unworking. So if I carry this around, it gives me night vision during the nighttime, of course. Let's see, it also allows me to kind of possess or tame mobs that are 10 hearts or less. And then it has other benefits that just kind of pacifies other mobs, like witches and zombies and spiders and stuff. It says I can even tame spiders. Actually, I see one over here on the minimap. Here's one. Hi. You're my friend now? You are my friend. Oh my goodness. You got a cute little thing on you now. You're just going to come along with me? Oh, that's awesome. Did you just attack me? Oh, it's that ghast. Or this guy here. You're just going to follow me. You're not going to help at all, huh? Alright. Well then. That's kind of disappointing, actually. But, I mean, it's just a passive thing that I have. No, the Mindbender thing. Maybe that isn't that good. Yeah, okay, so it just pacifies it and then follows me. So I guess that allows me to just, you know, kind of slaughter the things as I want to. It's kind of weird. I think you have a lot more health than that, don't you? Can I? Oh, no, I pacified you. Okay. So I now have a friendly skeletal assassin. Alright, so I've got this other tome here, the Archaic one with Dying Knowledge, which any XP that I pick up is multiplied by 1.5, which is great. That's 50% increase in XP. Linguist, which allows me in enchanting tables to be able to read what the enchantments are, which I think is just really great. It's an early game one that you could probably get it very easily. Strike from Above, which says it summons Bolt of Lightning wherever I'm looking, but it's an active one, so I have to activate it. Oh yeah, that works. And it has a little bit of a cooldown on it. I see that now. It's going to take me a few seconds before I can summon this lightning bolt again. And then I missed because I was apparently looking through the mob and not at its feet. Oh, right, okay. So it's wherever I'm looking at, not what I'm looking at. So like this Lamia here, I need to aim at its feet. And I missed because it walked away. But it didn't light things on fire. That's interesting. Huh. What if I look at this guy? Yeah, it works. I can light my own wizard people on fire. That's kind of cool. Area Protection will also negate half of the projectiles coming at me, but you can see the durability's already gone down a lot. Get out of here. So that's a thing. Oh crap. Okay, so I just accidentally used the passive ability, or the active ability of the Living Tome. Forest Affinity gives me benefits when I'm in a forest of any type. I don't think that the Highlands counts as a forest type, so I'm not getting that. But there's Nurturing Roots, which also will just offset my hunger, which is kind of nice, but I don't mind eating more food. And then Lifebringer, whenever there's mobs within a 7-block radius, I guess, that are passive and can mate, they will. So that's kind of interesting. But not too bothered with that right now. Maybe later on that'll be useful. Then advantageous growth, which actually isn't that good either. Whenever I break crops, I get double the output, which is kind of cool. But I mean, it was one of the first things that I took care of was that. So there are other enchantment levels for these things that could be really useful. But I think right now, the only one that I'm really finding that useful is probably going to be this one to give me speed, strength, and night vision at nighttime. Look at all this stuff. Leaden veins, though. I'm curious about how poor of a benefit of healing I am getting from it. This also ends up pacifying so many mobs just in general. When I look at this one with the Coven's Rule and the Rotten Heart, it says spiders, creepers, zombies, and skeletons are passive. That's most things that are out here. And the Coven's Rule also pacifies witches, but allows me to trade with them. Which makes me wonder where some witches are that I might be able to go and try trading with them. I remember there being one in a swamp that I got my... maybe there's one out here? I don't know. I think I might look for a witch and see what kind of trades she's going to have. That sounds really interesting. Alright, I found a witch hut. I put a waypoint here. And she doesn't seem bothered by me at all. Alright. What kind of trades do you have? Spider eyes for emeralds? Bottle of enchanting for emerald. 5 emeralds for blaze rod. Okay. That's actually kind of cool. I wonder what your higher level unlocks are. Thing is, I don't think that they level up. I've bought several blaze rods at this point, and I'm not really seeing it. So I think that that's a limited trade. I don't know if that's all the trade that there will be as well. So, I don't know. Could be cool. But either way, this one's probably my favorite so far, if only just for the nocturnal benefits. Well, either way, I could experiment with tomes like for a long period of time, and I feel that I may have approached it a little bit late in the pack because I don't feel the effects being very powerful, but I'm still going to keep them in my backpack regardless. They do take up a big chunk of my screen over here, which is something else. I mean, that kind of takes up a bit, but not as much. And I kind of figure I'm going to move along into the next mod. And it's actually a mod that we've been with for a while now, and that's Feywild. I'm thinking it's time that I pick a Pixie Faction. And I think people already know which one I'm most likely to go with. A lot of you probably are thinking, going with the cold. Because, Frostweaver, I'm Valen Frostweaver, but I think instead I'm going to go with Autumn, because it's my favorite season of the year. Yeah. Alright, so I think the first thing I'm going to need, though, is going to be a Fey altar. The reason being is because if I make a contract for an Autumn Pixie, it needs to be done on a Fey altar. Now, I have not been fortunate enough in my map searches to find, in like one of these biomes, there may be an even bigger tree. It's kind of a world tree for one of them. And in those is usually a temple that will have a Fey altar in it. But I have not been fortunate enough to find any of those in the Feywild biomes that I've come across so far. So I'm going to just make my own, which I don't think that'll be too bad. No, not at all, because I've got Fey dust, brilliant Fey gems, gold nuggets, and iron ingots. Not a problem. Take it back, I don't have any Fey dust. I need to smelt some up with lesser Fey gems. Okay, one sec. There we go, a couple Fey dust. Reason being is that I've already I've got a bunch already in here. Doggone it. Alright, well, I put it all in here so that I could fill up this while I was using the schematics for gem transmutation and so on. Actually, I might as well just put these here. Make the Fey altar. There we go, and I'll put it down. This seems a bit more appropriate just out here in general. I'm going to put it there. Hopefully this will... grass over in time. I don't like that these fences are kind of sticking to it, but either way, I think it'll be alright. So to make a summoning scroll with the Autumn Pixie, I need these items. I have a summoning scroll because I have that left over from the Dwarven contract. Autumn tree sapling, carved pumpkin, some kind of mushroom, and an iron hoe. Let me see if I have these ingredients. Okay, so as it turns out, I've got all of the ingredients except for one, and that is an autumn tree sapling, not the maple saplings. There it is, an autumn tree sapling, which it looks kind of orange in color. And in fact, I think I even saw one on the map not long ago. Yeah, just up here in that little swamp. Not the swamp that I was over at before, which is down... Oh, actually, yeah, there's one there too. So I think I'm just going to go grab that one. That's not far at all. What is this? We have a... Is this a silver glider? Nice. Yay! You don't see these too often. And those that you do are rarely flying. Usually you find them on some kind of shore or something. This was just a really cool find, and I'm pretty happy about it. And here we go. Just on the outskirts of this swamp is an autumn tree. And I think if I just chop this, it should be alright. Let's see. Do I have felled oak? Oh my gosh. The tree is just overpowered. Or that spell is overpowered. This tree, on the other hand, a little bit less so. It is disintegrating, though, so I could, if I really wanted to, go with a break area spell. Yeah, it works. At the cost of my frame rate, though, and oh my gosh, that was a bit intense. But yeah, by destroying these trees, you get other drops besides just the saplings. So I'm going to grab all the stuff here. Some of it's just really pretty aesthetic building blocks. Oh my god, is that a frickin' python? Holy cow. That is a massive snake. Wow. Okay, and it just slithers off into the water. Wow. Okay. Wait, it says just large snake. Well, alright, fair enough. It is definitely a large snake. It did not attack though, so it's a good Snek. It is no danger noodle. It is just Snek. All right, now to just put these things in this altar and see how it goes. There we go. Nice. I've made the advancement of Darling. What's that? Conjure a summoning scroll for an autumn pixie. Okay, cool. It's got little mushrooms and stuff growing out of it. It's excellent. All right. And it's just about nighttime. Well, I'm going to click it here. I don't know if there are new rules for how and where the pixies spawn, but we'll see.
Darling, what took you so long?
Oh my goodness. Hi. Oh, lovely. Speed, windwalk 3, and wings. Or I've got wings, of course. Oh, are you just going to keep casting that on me? Thank you. That's very kind of you. Can I talk to you?
Darling, what took you so long? I've been waiting for a fine specimen, just like you.
Would you care to tell me your name? Accepting this quest will bind you to the Autumn Court. Accept. I have accepted your invitation. So, wait, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Okay. So, let's see. Living supplies, beetroots, living supplies, carrots, or potatoes. I'm going to guess I'm going to need these supplies before I even take the quest. So let's see. I've got potatoes. No, that's onions. Let's go with potatoes. Hello, dear. Let's make this place a nice and comfy home. After all, we need to survive together now. So would you be a darling and provide us with some extra food supplies? How about a crate of firm potatoes? Oh, a crate. A present? Thank you. Okay. Is this working? Is that enough? It was enough. Okay, so a crate. I had to give her, what was it, 9? Yep, looks like 9 of those. Even though it's not actually a crate, which I have those in the pack, but hey, you know, it's fine. We need carrots and beetroots next. All right, let's do carrots. And hello, dear, let's make this place a nice and comfy home. After all, we need to survive together now. So would you be a darling and provide us with some extra food supplies? Yep, carrots. Not a problem. I has carrot. I give you. You take. There we go. And then beetroots for the last one. Enjoy. I'm so happy you were able to get everything I asked. I saw you sweating and working those muscles while gathering our crops. Yep, I opened the crate and took them out and gave them to you. Now that was a reward on its own. How about I make you a nice vegetable soup? You gave me a beetroot soup. I gave you 3 crates of food. You gave me veggie soup. Okay, that's nice. Okay. You've been casting stuff on me. Where'd you go? Well, there you are. Gosh, you keep disappearing. I hope you aren't too tired from all that adventuring. I feel like our little home is lacking a bit in decorations. Could you be so kind and procure us a few carved pumpkins? I will work my magic on them. What kind of magic is that? You have me wondering now. I could probably do that. She says a few, so I'm going to grab 3. And we'll go from there. I think I've got shears here. Oh, are you doing your magic? I hope it's not like possession magic or something. And I don't know if these need to be placed, handed to you, or what. But there's some. Is that you don't really care, do you? Can I give this to you? You don't care about that either. Few carved pumpkins. Okay, well, I've got carved pumpkins. There you go. Carved pumpkins, just as you asked. Just a few, considering I've got an entire chest filled with them. For those that don't know, obviously speed gives me a speed increase. Windwalk 3, that prevents mobs from getting too close to me. Only aggressive mobs, which... Oh, there's one! Yeah, it's keeping the harpy from getting close to me. So this will be pretty handy for keeping the neighbors from, you know, getting a little too grabby. And now I wonder if I take my crystallize spell. I've got some diamonds. And can I right click on you? I can. And I can just put you in a gem and take you with me and set you free. Oh, and you're still at the same level. Okay, that's cool. Thank you. And then if I don't want you to do that anymore, I just got to find the right spot. Apparently the top of your head. I have to pat your head, then I can put you away in my Pokeball. Alright, so enough for being friendly stuff. We're going to do some evil things. Let's get into Evilcraft. Alright, so with the Origins of Darkness book, there is a ton of stuff that you can look through in here and read through, and it's actually quite useful. If you want to learn stuff about Evilcraft, which is a very, very strong mod, I highly recommend you get into it. I'm just going to kind of dip my toes in here, because I've already been jumping around with other mods, just so that I can experiment and have a little more fun. I'm sure you probably remember that I have a blood extractor. I think it's in my backpack here. Yeah, with 224 buckets worth in it. Plus I've got, like, blood. Yeah, I've got 22 condensed blood in it. I swear I had more than that, though. That's weird. Oh, there we go. Yep, there's the rest of it. And I've got some boxes of Eternal Closure, a mysterious box. Oh, that's from Greek Fantasy. I'm curious about that. And I also have my strange bed still to use. Let's actually open up this strange box. Oh, jeez. Okay, wasn't expecting that. No, Pony! Oh, no! Oh, God. Let's put you down. Oh, gosh. Wasn't bad blazes. Evil bad blazes. No. Oh, gosh. You still okay? Alright, I need to take this guy out before he burns my frickin' house down. Come here. That's it. Okay, my melee skills are not so good. Hey, don't fly in front of me while I'm shooting at this guy. He is flinging everywhere. Okay, let's go with something a little bit faster then. Actually, I'm gonna want my shield spell just for this moment, and I wonder I could crystallize him. I don't have my offensive spell because I've been relying on my bow. I think he's just going to dodge me the whole time. And I think that this spell that my fairy friend has cast on me has made this guy very difficult. Because he keeps getting pushed away. And I'm trying to melee him. Wow, okay. He's got special AI. He is definitely not your usual guy. Oh no! Oh! You killed my pixie! Okay. Very evil. And it died. I got a blaze statue and a dead pixie. And fire just about everywhere. Gosh, okay, let's... Well, at least my unicorn is still okay. And this. I still have no idea what to do with this mysterious box. It's really cool. It's got the particles coming out. I'm going to leave that there as a reminder that I need to be more cautious. Oh, wait a second. What are you? An Elpis? What? From Greek fantasy. You are super cute. Are you the angel of my dead pixie? The little spirit of it? I don't know. You look really cute though. Can I crystallize you too? Oh, you're too powerful for this spell. Okay, fair enough. There we go. There's my reminder. I'm just putting down the blaze statue on top of that. Just, yeah. Don't open strange boxes without being better prepared. Okay, this is what we're looking for here. Evilcraft, right? Well, we just did some evil things by having our poor pixie just get mauled by a little mini-boss from Greek fantasy. Alright, so we'll start with the blood infuser, because we're going to need that. And we'll need the purifier, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so if you start looking for the recipe on how to make one of these little blood infusion cores that you need for the blood infuser, it's a bit confusing because you're like, alright, it comes from a block, or you make it in a blood infuser, but I'm trying to make a blood infuser. Well, if you look at this and hold shift, see it says shift for info, it says throw a dark gem in the middle of a pool with at least 5 non-hardened blood blocks, or infuse a dark gem with blood. And we're going to try and do the first part. The second part is easy because then we pretty much get a blood infuser. So let's grab some blood. All right, and I'm going to make a little area here. Let's do this over in the grass. So let's make a bunch of this. I don't think I need this much, but there we go. Yep, it used 5. I don't have enough out there. There we go. I now have 2 of them. You will probably be needing a bit of hardened blood. So there we go. If you just wait a little bit, the stuff will turn into hardened blood. And I don't know if I get anything from that. No, I don't. There we go. Break hardened blood with flint and steel in order to get one of those. Oh, or you could just silk touch it and smelt it? Interesting. Actually, I think I might have... Yep, I do. A flint and steel. So I'll grab this. And there we go. 9 hardened blood shards. But there we go. 1 blood infusion core, which I'm just going to put that back in there, as well as the power gem. There we go. And I get 1 blood infuser. There we go. 1 purifier. I think, yeah, this one will accept different upgrades, the blood infuser. 3,000, so that's 3 buckets worth of blood that it will accept. If I take my blood extractor and click on it, it will fill it. Same thing with my blood infuser. Now if I click on here, you can see it's filled up. Pretty easy. And I don't think that I think it'll work like that to keep it filled up. I'm not 100% sure on it. Normally the first thing you want to do is see if you can get a dead bush, maybe with a pair of shears or silk touch or something, and make yourself an undead sapling. These can be a good passive source of getting blood if you don't already have something. I have 1 dead bush. So we're going to give that a go and see what happens. There we go, 1 undead sapling, and it automatically refilled. Oh, that was nice. Okay. So with this, you can actually have it like constantly growing and splatting blood on the ground and supplying you with goodies. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to aim for is going to be the Vengeance Pickaxe. But that will require an undead tree to be grown. So I guess I'm going to do this, and then I'll have to go back to like a desert or something and probably get myself another sapling. Now, as much as I have a new tomes book that I could probably use to make stuff grow around me, I don't want the entire area to grow. I just want this one tree to grow. There we go. Oh, that's actually bigger than I anticipated. But you see that there's like red dripping. There we go. And you can actually grab your syringe, which I don't have on me, and just click on these and get yourself free blood. But there's also a way of automating it so that you can get it constantly. But for now, I think I'm just going to grab a bunch of these logs. Oh, hey, that was convenient. I got a dead bush back from it. All right, cool. So if I sneak click with my blood extractor, I can pick all those bits up, which is just kind of nice in general to give it a little bit of a refill. All right, the next thing I'm going to aim for is the Vengeance Pickaxe, because this is going to get me specific materials that I'm going to need. But I will need dark sticks first, which are made from the undead planks of the tree that we just grew. So 1 crafting of that should be enough. Then I do have diamonds and hardened blood shards already. And then I get a Vengeance Pickaxe, but it does have Curse of Vengeance 3 and Fortune 5 on it. So I'm probably not going to want to use it straight away because it's got a curse. So if I put it in here, this should, there we go, remove the curse that was in it. All done. Take it back out. Oh, Curse of Vengeance 1. I still need more blood. So, let's see. It's still full. I think that finished it. There we go. Back to just Fortune 5, which in and of itself is is great. But if you look on here, it says might summon vengeance spirits. Yeah, that's why you don't want to use it while it's still cursed. So you probably want to have, what I think it was 3 buckets worth in there. And then use this to go harvest a whole bunch of dark gems underground. Aha! Here's some. I'm currently just downstairs near my nether portal, and I found some down here. Gosh, my mining is very fast with this. It's not even enchanted any more than it was before, but I got 16 dark gems just from that alone. Now, on top of that, I'm getting crushed dark gems, which are going to be very useful for making all sorts of stuff, including you could use it to make parts for a magical flying broom that's powered by blood, as well as other pendants and really neat stuff. Alright, well, I only mined up a few blocks, and yeah, with Fortune 5, it was very effective. Super effective, one might say. I even got several diamond blocks as well. So the next things that I'm really going to be using this for is, well, I think I can actually repair stuff as well. We need a blood chest for that to work, which is going to be made of just regular planks, another blood infusion core. Alright, we can do this. There we go, 1 blood chest. And we have space for more blood to go in. Let's do this. You notice now that the blood is going rather quickly. We've already used a considerable amount. This was full when we started. But by putting things in here, I believe it should slowly start repairing it. Yeah, there we go. You can see that well, it's about to be fully repaired here in a minute. So if you have stuff that doesn't repair properly, or you don't want to use mending because too many things with mending on it ends up like not working the way that you want, you can simply just put it in here and it should repair most items. Now it is at the cost of blood. Don't think that this is just free stuff. I mean, you do have to have a blood supply in order to do this. But yeah, it's really good. Actually, in fact, let me take my Nemean lion hide, put that... Oh shoot, that doesn't go in there either. I can't repair that. Oh no, that was my other option for repair. Ugh. Okay. Well, either way, if it did work, you know, that would be one way of doing it. But what we're going to look forward to doing here is a Blook, which it can absorb item enchantments when placed in the Purifier. And I think if I combine this with some of the super enchants that we got from the Castle in the Sky, then I might be able to take some of those enchants and transfer them onto different weapons and items and armors and stuff like that. Maybe get some protection 10 on here, who knows. But I think that's something that I will look forward to and try next time. And we'll see if it works, because it's going to take me a little bit of upgrading. We're going to need Promises of Tenacity and Bowls of Promises and all sorts of stuff like that in order to get there, which is a little bit of a process in and of itself. But I think... We kind of sampled a little bit today of tomes. We did a little sample of some Pixie Questing before I had it killed by a darn mini-boss. But yeah. And then we started in on Evilcraft and was able to repair a whole bunch of our stuff. Though I still don't know how to repair the Nemean lion hide, if I can even do that. Maybe that's a mending item that I'm going to have to go with then. Either way, I think that's a good stopping point. Yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give a like, comment, subscribe, and as always, be sure to come visit us on Twitch. Don't be afraid to click that notification bell, and until next time, folks, I'll see ya.